Hello, all you hardcores out there. How you doing? It's Rusty from Corky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. We say the things on here that nobody else dares say. Isn't that right, Sam Jones? Oh, Sam Jones, eh? I always give him a rinse, don't I? In the morning. Right. I'm not sure what day it is, but Peter Fury's got some charity thing going on over at his place. I don't know if it's next week or week after. It's anytime soon, and it's going to be backed by Welcome Estates. I can't be there because I'm up to eyeballs in it. But get behind it. He'll be putting it out on his social media any day, I think, or I think there might already be something on his social media. So get behind it. Good luck to him. It's for a good cause. All right. Boom, boom. Right. Here we go. In the blue corner, from Billericay, 6-0, 4 by way of Eddie Hills. Hills. I've got a corker. Yeah, waiting to film later today. Ooh! Eddie Hills. Look at this here. I'm like a poker player, aren't I, with cards. I've got a corker here for Crusher Ben. Woo! It makes me hot even thinking about it. What else have we got? Oh, there's boxing is the sport that just keeps giving, doesn't it? And it's so easy for people like me to pick bones out of it all. Ooh. I predict, what day are we on today? Thursday first. I predict for Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 15, 20. There'll be 30 videos out before Sunday, Monday. 30 videos. Oh, yeah. Members area and on YouTube and all that. So you're in for some porky treats. And I mean, proper porky treats. But the main one, it's one I don't really know if I was going to, I didn't really know, so if I was going to do it. But we're having to go through a legal person to check the script out on this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's coming. Its script's done. And there might just have to be a few little things changed, but you'll get the gist of it, who it is. But it's going to be going out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, because the thing is with me, you see, right? And it's like I told this clown in this email the other day. I said, if you make one more threat to me regarding this issue, I'm just going to press record. What did they go and do? What did they go and do? I made a threat yet again. You know? So that's it. So the gloves are off and I'm going to do it. So and I'm not really bothered. I don't care about much anyway, but I think that people have a right to know about this particular person and it's on. So that one's going to be a very, very interesting one. And this person, he'll have to crawl away then, won't he? Because that'll just be the part one. Because the part two, if I can get that, we'll never see him again. All right. So just letting you know on that one. Right. Eddie Hills. Eddie Hills. So what did he say day before yesterday? See, people in boxing have got loose lips. Loose lips sink ships. What did he say? Yeah, I've had the old Botox done and a Cougs. But don't say anything. What does he go and do? Telling everybody. But saying, don't say out. What? Who cares if you've had Botox? You're going through a midlife crisis. Jeez. Been there myself. You know what I mean? I sometimes look back at what I've spent on operations and I think, I should be sat out here with a brand new Range Rover, like Kevin. Or at least a 2-year-old one. But it's a piece of tin, isn't it? Should have learned that a long time ago. Cars take your money. Right. So that's that one out of the way. Let me get the begging bucket out. Sam Jones, don't be trying to break in here again for this. All right. You don't need begging bucket. Just do what you normally do. All right. Here we go. Somebody sent an email in, Cameron were telling me, going, oh, Boutte, we never pound for pound. Google Lucian Boutte, Wikipedia, and read it from the top to the bottom, right? But if you can't do that and you're really lazy, June the 22nd, 2010, were a couple of fights before he fought Carl Froch, right? And he had a couple of wins after that when he were in that ranking in Ring Magazine. He was classed as the #1 guy. He had a couple of more wins and then he ran into Cobra. Look what happened. He was the man. He won 10 championship fights on the trot before he fought Carl Froch. 10. Pound for pound across the board. And they were the main man in the super middleweight division. Okay. All right. So give your head a shake, trying to diminish the Cobra's achievements. All right. It's all there in black and white. 30-0, 24 on Button Moon. All right. Old people complaining in emails to Cameron and I. The same people that are too scared to do a Zoom. Take me on. I know Cobra's record in and out. I made it my business to know. All right. Second point you made. Tottenham are not the richest club in the UK. I don't really care if they are or not. I'm only going on what Simon Jordan said on Talk Sport. So give your head a shake. Hiding behind a fake account and a fake email. But I've given you a moment now, so the opportunity is there for you to come on Zoom. But we don't get that with people like you, do we? You know, they're all like that, aren't they? I do. Whoops, daisy. I love it, place here. They're all like that, aren't they? Hiding. They hide behind the camera, don't they? Hey? Hiding. But it's not pound for pound poker. You're full of it. Eddie Hills, best promoter in the world, has got an hard punch. You see where I'm coming from? Right. Ward versus Boutte was agreed, right? Verbally. But Froch dealt with him, didn't he? He had a 2-fight deal and he dealt with him. Ward didn't want to leave the USA to go to Canada. It's the first issue with the Ward-Boutte fight. The second issue was he doesn't like fighting southpaws. No. Ask Virgil Hunter. Also, the third point, in the Super 6, he should have fought Andre Dirrell. Yeah. Did he fight him? No, he didn't, did he? No, he didn't fight him. Didn't fight him at all. People might say, oh, they were all injured. There was no injury. It was all rubbish. Didn't fight him. Dirrell's team turned around and said, look, we're not bothered. We'll come and fight him, but they've got to get the money right. Ward didn't want to leave San Francisco. Didn't want to leave San Francisco and go out of his home comforts to fight somebody in another part of America who's a southpaw. Some people just can't hack it with southpaws. Well, we know what happened, don't we? Ward pulled out, Froch stepped in and whipped the chump. That's it. Like Apollo Creed should have done to Drago, but he didn't, did he? So it is what it is. All right. So, prize fighter in Japan. Who cares? A tired old boring format. Some boxing going on in Japan. Wow. Are we supposed to lose our minds over it? So, McKenna on that show. Didn't he used to be a Sky guy or something? I'm not sure on that. I have to check that out, or we're a free agent. But who cares? A prize fighter in Japan. Is that what? We had that 20 years ago, didn't we? So, John Fury. John Fury piping up, yeah? We all seen him pipe up, didn't we? Big John Fury, big fighting man. What people are forgetting is this. Boxing Social, they took out about 4 minutes, didn't they, in that video? John Fury threatened to bite Carl's ears off and all sorts on his face and tear him limb from limb, and it got really X-rated. So they took it out. Why is that? Well, that's called favours for favours, isn't it? Why didn't they just scrap the full video? Why just put bits out like that? Why would you even mess about with your time for a crank like that? And we all saw the Cobra takedown of him, didn't we? Did it with a bit of class, didn't he, really? But why he'd want to go doing that? And then, because if he does that, right, at a show, the Cobra would have to defend himself, wouldn't he? Even though he's a gentleman. He'd have to defend himself from, you know, someone that's done MMA and kickboxing and all that kind of thing. And obviously, he's done a little bit of boxing as well, and he Carl Froch, has he? Just a little bit. He's only a Hall of Famer. He'd have to defend himself, wouldn't he, if you've got something like Big John Fury coming after you? Hey, 200 kilo deadlifts from me, Corey. MI5 are watching me from the moon. I've been in my Russian tanking forest all Christmas eating rabbit stew. How you want? You just jump out your mouth, John. No, you're just showing yourself up for what you are, a bully. An absolute bully. Hey? Bully of the highest order. And I'd love to tell his story, but that's not for me to tell. That'll come out one day, but that's got to come from other people, not me. When that one comes out, he will have to crawl off forever when that one comes out, but that's another story. So, but what I want to know is this: can just one man, one person, that's all we want, can one person from the 100 and 0 on the hard road, can 100 men, right? 100 men. I just want one of them, right? Just one and only one. We want one man to come forward and say, yeah, I fought John Fury. I fought him in a bare knuckler. That's all I want. Just one person. Just come and tell us that you fought him on hard road. And come on Porky's Corner, I'll make sure you get a few quid for coming and telling your story. One person come forward, or one fair play man from either side. So we've got no witnesses, no spectators, no referee, no fair play man. Where did it happen? When did it happen? These 100 on the hard road. Imagine him when he gets up in the morning, Big John Fury. What do you want? What do you want to eat? Bacon and eggs. Growling like that in the morning, like a pit bull. Getting vexed. One person, not one person came forward to pick that £1,000 reward up. Not one person. Gone now, I've done it in. The point I want to make is not one. Why? Why is that? Why can't we get an interview with the Irish bare knuckle champion that John took 100 bags off? So 100 and 0, 100 bags, an Irish champion. The interview's in the Sun newspaper. For me, I can't remember the man's name. Because it didn't happen. It only happened in your head. You numpty. We should come and film me in. Come and film me in. Come and film me in. I ain't bothered about you. See, I know what you are. See, people like you, I used to meet him in jail. They're like mice. You know, you used to make teeth at screws in prison. That's how you got your Cat D. Hey? Making teeth at screws. What's all that about? Hey? Crawling to them. Mr. Training in his cell like a Spartan. No. You were making teeth at screws. That's what you were doing. How embarrassing is that? Hey. But it is what it is. See, Mike Tyson's come out and he wants Big Joe Egan to fight John Fury and all that. So we've now got a convicted rapist who battered an old couple putting his 2 pence worth in now. You couldn't make it up, could you? Eh? You couldn't make it up. Rapists pushing fights between move-around men for millions of pounds. Trying to promote fights. Eh? Boxing in 2024. Pop, pop, bang. Hey, unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Convicted rapist. Best lawyers in the world, appeals galore. What? Tried to pay her off, didn't they? It said in that who is its book, with £1 million before trial. Didn't hotel get threatened to be blown up or something or whatever? Well, there were all sorts going on, weren't there? Not the actions of an innocent man, if you ask me. But hey ho, not even allowed in UK. He's a felon, yeah. But why are you a felon? Two-time felon. But he's some people's hero, isn't he? Hey. If that'd be anybody around here who'd been convicted of that, they'd get kicked up and down this industrial estate. But not Mike. Oh, not Mike. Hey, you know what I mean? Birds of a feather flock together. That's what I say. Well, you wouldn't have something like that around you, would you? Who want to be running around screaming about wanting to be his pal? It's me pal. It's me pal. He's a pal of mine. Iron Mike. Do me a favour. When have you ever seen Iron Mike in a fight where he overcame adversity? What? What? That's right. He never has. Always crumble. Letdowns in boxing. What do I think to letdowns in the sport of boxing? Well, people are good gunners, aren't they? They come out with these statements, don't they? Like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We've got something bubbling. Look in the mirror and all that. And then what they do, they change their mind like the wind, don't they? I don't have time for people like that at all. No. If you say you're going to do something to me, do it. Don't chat nonsense. Like Max, who comes on here, lovely kid, daft as a brush, but he's a lovely kid and he's loyal. He's going to do wonders when he talks to me. And on here, you've heard it all. He's heavier now than he were when he last came on channel. He's heavier now than he were then. Right? He's heavier now than when he first came on channel. So you've got to get rid of people like that, haven't you? You've got to back up what you say you're going to do. Because otherwise people look at you and think, God, they're going to do this and they're going to do that. Good gunners. That's what I call them. So, yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of letdowns in the sport of boxing. Utter letdowns of people that just chat nonsense. Can you imagine the nonsense that Sam Jones has been chatting for weeks to Jack Catterall? I've heard back. Can you imagine what the promises are? And we're in talks, we're doing this and doing that. Where are they now? Where's Catterall? Hey, where is he now? He'll be ready for going back on Ant Road, tarmacking or whatever he were doing, won't he? He'll be thinking, do you know what? People are just full of poo in boxing, aren't they? They're just full of it, aren't they? I call them letdowns, them people. So, Porky, Tyson Fury didn't fight David Price. Why is that? Well, we all remember that, don't we? He didn't want to fight Pricey when he was knocking everybody out. He waited it out. And then when Pricey lost, he said, "Here we know good anyway." A bit like he did with Joshua, wasn't it? "Hey, we know good anyway." You know? That's what happens. That's another one that nobody picks up on. The David Price one. When he were heir apparent and all this, and he were knocking everybody out. And to be honest with you, I were frightened for my life. I was scared to death. I was like, in bed at night, I was like, what's that noise? You didn't know if it were like Godzilla, you know, just bouncing about near skyscraper buildings. Ah, ah, ah. Who is it? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Ah, ah, no. It's big truck, big Pricey, you know, in his giant suit that he got off John Candy. You know what I mean? Scaring everybody to death. I thought he were going to kill us all in our beds. He come a cropper against a technical fighter, didn't he? No. Tyson didn't want to go near him, did he? Who asked people around Tyson at the time, they'll tell you. Let's have a look. Same with Usyk, innit, really? Waited it out with Usyk, can he? No, I look at it. We'll put Derek in there. Oh, yeah. Then we'll put Joshua in twice. Oh, done them. Dealt with all them, didn't he? Very easily. Very, very easily. Somebody were going on about it in comment section the other day to me. Oh, Porky, it were a life and death with Anthony Joshua for Usyk. What? When majority of boxing media never gave him anything more than 5 rounds, and that's like 60% of them. You know, never give him more than 5 rounds in both fights. You know, the only people who give him more than 2 rounds in the Chisora fight were Bombay Dave and the Disappearing Man. Nobody else did. It was a walkover for him in front of Joshua's eyeballs. It is what it is. So Usyk's dealt with everybody, and he's seen every style. He's a cool customer. European, world, Olympic, gold. 350 amateur fights. 15 losses. Rematched 11. All there on Wikipedia. All there. He never got to rematch Sean Porter though, did he? But Usyk was a small guy then, wasn't he? But he blossomed into like a pumped up light heavyweight stroke cruiser. But now look at him. He's dealing with people, isn't he? Putting hands on people. If you don't believe me, go look at Dubois. They tried to throw Dubois in, didn't they? To sort him out before Fury fought him. And he dealt with him easily, iced him, put him on bottom moon. Fury's next. And he's on slide. Look at it logically. People don't look at it logically. They keep sending me stuff, and vile stuff it is actually. He's lost weight and all that. Well, I lost loads of weight. You don't mean say you're the same person. You can't lose weight quickly. Dangerous. Lose quickly and then go and try and lift what you were lifting before you lost weight. You're a lot weaker, not stronger, you're weaker. But people know better than me, don't they? I study the game and I study the statistics. So if people are telling me that Fury's going to win, he's too big for him. What? Who is it with too big for David A? One of that giant valuer. Too big for him. Well, this is how I look at it, right? Go put your bets on and send me your betting slips. All right. Instead of sending me vileness in emails. All right. Will Fury bottle it? I think he still won't turn up, yeah. I don't think he turns up. I think we're going to see an injury, a cut or something. But if he did get cut, what would happen, or if he got injured? Would anybody believe him? Nah, they won't believe him. Do you know why? He's the boy that cried wolf, isn't it? He's the boy, isn't it, that keeps ringing fire brigade and saying, oh, my house is on fire. And they trundle up, don't they? Fireman Sam and all his mates, and the house is on fire. After the 3rd time, when he rings to say his house is on fire, they don't go up. You know what I mean? He's running around going, I told you it's on fire. Trying to put it all out with a bucket of water. And a water pistol. See where I'm coming from? The boy who cried wolf. It gets to the stage where you tell that many lies. Anything you say is no good. Why do you think in the British courts of law, right, if you've been done for handling or car theft or anything like that, and you go to court to give evidence on behalf of a pal, I know this because I've had pals in dock, and they've had criminal records like that. And my barrister's like, God, they're not gonna, their evidence is no good. I'm just like, what? It's me pal. It's me pal. It's a pal of mine. All you say to me after that, it's no good. Can't lie straight in bed. You know, like with the mental health stories and driving cars at 180 miles an hour at brick walls and all that. It's all rubbish to get you on the hook. Because once they use that mental health card, what can you say? That's usually the last resort, isn't it? The mental health card, isn't it? After they go down every other avenue that they've exhausted, they pull that one out at end, don't they? Mental health. Yeah, mental health. You can't say it then because it's like bullying, isn't it? I do. Especially when you get to know things behind the scenes. Oh, God. You have no mental health. Lies. You lot fall for it, don't you? You see them all, them book launches and an evening's with. They're all mopping it up, weren't you, 2 years ago? Not mopping it up now, are you? Now the masks have slipped, and you see what they really are, just grubby little people, aren't they? Grubby little people out for a few quid. Look at them all scrambling now to get out there in Saudi. The father having that big jam roly-poly over there, putting stuff out, all orchestrated stuff, but telling him not to say out. Yeah, but don't say out, Joe. What is all that about, eh? Old Joe running around telling everybody. Oh, God. So easy for me, this, isn't it? We're not talking about boxing, we're talking about he said, she said. But like I said, you keep emailing me, making threats, I just come back stronger. Stronger, because people who are going to do you in, they don't make threats, do they? Just come and get on with it, don't they? Just turn up. Not my first rodeo, is it? Are the demons in Fury's head? I think they are. The silence is deafening, isn't it? But if Fury's putting out fake news, trying to get in Usyk's head, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of his energy. And if it is true about the sparring, well, he's on slide, isn't he? Like I said, so either way, shut your mouth and just get on with it and do your media commitments. Besides wheeling people out to do your dirty work for you, like the sandwich. Jeez, have you heard him? The sandwich. From Queensbury, Deb the sandwich. His old man looks to me like he's losing it, really, doesn't he? I mean, Carl Froch only pointed out a few statistics, didn't he, in that interview that were on boxingscene.com, and John Fury lost it, really, didn't he? Absolutely lost it. And why? It's because somebody's pointing something out that's true. You're supposed to rise above that, Big John. You're supposed to say, well, that's Carl Froch's opinion. I thought my son beat McDermott and knocked him out in rematch. You should have just said that. Instead of going and getting vexed and threatening to tear your limb from limb and all that and vileness. And do you know what? Carrying off like that, can you imagine that Turkey bloke over there and all them people around them? And then you've got Bricktop and Andy Ayling and all these guys that are putting it all together, and Spencer Brown. I mean, Spencer Brown's not over here, is he? Holding John's hand. He's out looking for himself, isn't he? He don't need Big John now, does he? He's got his foot in door. Big John's out at way and Spencer's in. Oh, good moves from Spencer Brown there, wasn't it? But he was one at movers and shakers in it all. And he's obviously not a cabbage, is he? If he can sit down with them people and get it all put together. So they're going to have him around them. They're not going to want the lunatic crank, are they, around them? Like that all the time. Big bully. Big bully, aren't you? You big bully. Unbelievable. So, yeah, you're all in for a treat over the next 7 days. One here. We're going to be taking no prisoners whatsoever. Will Liverpool bring in Big Sam Allardyce at end of the season before to do pre-season? Big Sam Allardyce. He's been parachuted in more times than Commandos, hasn't he, in Falklands? Hey? Big Sam. What has he won in? I mean, don't know, has he? They just talk a good game, don't they, these people? They talk a good game. They save a couple of clubs from relegation and they dine out on it. 20 years, don't they? And earn millions of pounds. It's rubbish. Let's see some young coaches get more chances. I think they'll go for Xabi Alonso, though. As regards that, I'm going to do a video on that and some of these managers in not boxing, in football. I'm going to do a video. I think I've got a few bullet points there. So that'll be a good one, that. But that'll be a couple of days down the line, because the ideas that are coming to me last week are unbelievable. So I really started the month good. I'm really pleased with what's going on this month. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased. It's all good stuff, isn't it? It's all good stuff. All good stuff. But like I said, Sam Allardyce, he's like Action Man, isn't it? With eagle eyes. Remember him, Action Man? So what do we think to Boxing Social, really? Cutting all that stuff out, you know, to make John Fury, to polish him up a little bit. I don't think that's in good taste, to be honest. Really, I think we should just put it out and let us see what he is. But we all know, don't we, what he is. We only got to see it. Only so many people got to see it, didn't they, before they took it down and put it back up with about 400 people. So I just think it's in bad taste. They're not genuine people, are they, if they're going to do that? But the funny thing is that Boxing Social, a lot of people don't know this, that when it first started out, I went out for a meal with the owner, the original owner. I think there were me, Glenn McCrory, Dennis, Dave Allen, Terry Chappendama, Liam Cameron, Chris Smedley. Up Ecclesall Road, there were a couple of other people there as well. Who were called Neil Kettleborough. He owned a magazine in London. Nottingham kid, nice kid actually. Had a nice car, nice Bentley. N666 Ket, I think his registration was. Had a night out with him and his missus, me and Dennis and everybody that night. Oh, his missus were there. Lovely bloke, lovely bloke. And I just think that Boxing Social, he should have just left it out there. But Parsons, when he started there, Len McCrory were one of the first ones and Ben Doherty, I think. But Parsons, when he started there, I said he were really good. Ask Terry and Rico. I see, listen, we've got a kid here, a young lad here. He looks like a little bit gullible, doesn't he? Only looks about 12-year-old. But he was asking real challenging questions. And look what's happened. They get softened up, don't they? They get softened up and they become starry-eyed. And now, he's not worth a carrot now, is he? Not worth a carrot. They don't want to ask anything. They just think it's like going on holiday, don't they now? Flying around, jetting about and that, and tickling Eddie's feet. That's not challenging, is it? Whereas me, on the hard road, putting billboards up, stupidly, didn't I? Thinking Eddie's going to do an interview with me. Me, Terry and Rico, we had all questions. I had them all ready. Come on, Eddie, bite. He didn't bite. He didn't get airtime. Do you know why? Because he knew I'd ruin him. Like other journalists are trying to get interviews, and we'll come to that in another interview. Established, esteemed journalists are wanting to do interviews with Eddie, but they're not going to get a look in either because they want to keep it in-house. But we'll come to that one in another video. Who were it then? Who did all the editing on that video? Were it Michelle Phelps? Were it Parsons? Or were it one of them other gimps? I don't know, but Michelle Phelps, once she packing up to do a law degree and all that, on the hard road, yeah, when you've had it easy, jetting about with all these freebies and all that, and a bit of fame and all that, it's nice, isn't it? And then when you've got to actually go out to work and study and go again and try something different, you're out of your comfort zone. She's come running back, hasn't she? That's her own fault. Why don't you start another YouTube channel up? That's what you should do. Talk about being on payroll though, Michelle Phelps. It is what it is. But I'll come to you in another video because you put a video out today that I think I need to do a reaction on. Okie doke. Oh yeah. Coogan. Somebody told me the other day that you're on special shakes. I hope that's not true. That's not true because it wasn't so long ago you were in Sheffield going on about your training regime and that. Well, come and do some cross training with me here. We'll see how fit you are. Hey, some core training and some cross training we'll do. We'll see what you're up to. All right. So come see me. So Well, somebody had a little go at me about apparently I'm a dirty CUNT treading in dog muck on my own path. Actually, I took the dustbin out in my socks, and that's when I stood in something and I thought, I hope that's mud or grass. And then I went, so I've slung the socks, but no, it ain't nice. But I think the only thing worse than there's two things worse, isn't there? Not the only thing. There's two things worse than treading in dog muck in a pair of socks. One is doing it bare feet, which I have done. I trod in when I first got my dog Roxy, she did about 8 in Allway, and I went down at middle at night for a shake, and I went, I stood in it, I went, oh, and then I went backwards and I stood in all of them, and it was awful. But you know, a puppy dog and all that. But the only thing worse than that, standing in it barefoot, I've done that, and I've done this other one, is standing in dog muck or treading in it in a pair of Patrick Stabiles. Remember them Patrick Stabiles? They were like rival, weren't they, to Puma Hardplay back in the day. Well, if you stand in dog muck in a pair of Patrick Stabiles or Puma Hardplay, it's a nightmare. Remember them all? You were about my age. So, but yeah, am I a dirty CUNT? Well, not a lot I can do, is there, if my dog's going to have a turnout? You know what I mean? I thought I'd picked it all up, but there's only so much you can keep on top of, can't you? When you let them out for a tittle. But I do take them out every single day, and it's hard work having two dogs. Anybody will tell you who's got dogs. It's hard work because they've got to be took out, haven't they, every day. Minimum 1 hour a day, sometimes up to 4, but minimum 1 hour. 4 hours if I take a flask. So, okie doke. So, but if you want to say that, good luck to you. That's whatever. What I'm going to do, let them do it in house. It's a bit of shit, but you're going to get rid of shit because it leaves stains. And but anyway, shit talkers, aren't we today? Conor Benn been doing MMA training apparently 6 months, so good luck to him. Well, do I see Conor Benn going on an MMA show? Well, they've had the profile, and they've got the profile now, haven't they? You know, they built him up as the villain, so I can see that. Yeah, they're not just going to let Conor Benn off a hook. He'll do anything for money. He's a whore, let me tell you, whore. He ain't going to get on in boxing. He's not going to win a world title, is he? But he's got to have money coming in, hasn't he? So I can see him hanging out the back of Dana White, trying to get on a show, an MMA fight. Yeah, if it goes pear-shaped. So Conor Benn's here to stay, and he's going to play villain. He's a drug cheat, isn't he? That's the bottom line, and they've not proved his innocence yet, have they? So, but we'll come to him in another video later on today or tomorrow, okay? All that hype around him, though. I mean, he just reminds me of Tommy Fury. Furies again, they're everywhere, aren't they? Except in a boxing ring. Oh, I'm all right. How many of them are fighting at the moment? Tommy Fury's old man, old pop bang, on the Aunt Rhodes come out and said he's never going to box again. There's not enough money in it for him. Which we called it, didn't we? It's obvious if you're going to get millions for talking a load of rubbish on social media and fighting these YouTubers, why would you want to go back to fighting at York Hall for 5 grand? You're not going to do that, are you? Or even 10 grand. So that's where he's going to go now. But is he a fighting man? Well, he can say he did boxing and he got out undefeated, can't he? What is he, 8-0 or something, 9-0? Whatever. It's embarrassing, isn't it? But it's about money, right? They don't want to fight anybody. You've just heard Carl Froch mention Tyson Fury's CV of his 4 elite wins, haven't you? 37-year-old, 35 and 36 and 40. Get a grip. Get a grip. That's how you've got to look at it. Get a grip. They don't want to go near anybody. David Price, Luis Ortiz, Anthony Joshua, not been near anybody. They put that many blockers in front of Usyk. He overcame every challenge. They want to fight Yuchizora's 3 times and John McDermott's twice. And I won't surprise if we fought Dylan White another time. Look, it is what it is, isn't it? They might even get a bit of fake beef going. Also say that Tyson Fury ain't going to fight David A because David A still thinks he's got a chance of fighting him. Don't buy into that. Would you buy into Tony Bellew against Fury? They could put it out there, couldn't they? Hey, Tony would love that, wouldn't he? He'd take a shallacking for 10 million, wouldn't he? It's boxing, isn't it? These people are chameleons. They can't lie straight in bed. They're a disease. And I'm the cure. Brooke Ben. Brooke and Ben. Brooke versus Ben. The flower pot men. Hey? Kell Brook there, fantastic, been a great servant, 38-year-old. He's finished. I don't want to see him at ring again. Crusher Ben, he's not won anything. Everybody can't stand him. He's a drug cheat. They're having to wheel out Johnny Fisher out there just to beat numbers out, and they're only taking 50 out there. not 200 like Eddie Hill said. But hey ho, don't want to see Brooke Ben? No, but every day the plot thickens, it'll be Brooke Beefy tomorrow or Brooke Nathanini. You know, it is what it is. But we'll finish up on this. The Jam Roly Poly from Ireland, currently living in Birmingham. Get ready. Get ready. All right, you better get ready for what I've got lined up for you, lad. It needs saying, and I can look in mirror after I've said it, me. And hopefully, the part 2 that I'm working on, with about a different person, when that comes out, you'll disappear forever. But all you do is just deny things, don't you? And go, oh, it's because I'm famous, because I'm a Hollywood actor. You're not. You're not. Stop it. You're a 3-1 ex-pro. That's it. 3-1. Jam roly poly, move around man who bullies people. Yeah, that's what you are. Bully. So get your mates to keep emailing me, so I don't let go me. All right. Once I get in the mix with something, you make threats to me, I come stronger. Just press record on here. There's an old saying, isn't there? Right? And I don't get revved up or up when I'm talking like this, because I'm pretty calm about this now, because I know it's happening. At first I was like, oh, what do you mean I can't do this, I can't do that? Oh, we've got to speak to so-and-so. Now it looks like I've got the green light. Get ready. But I don't put any of that nonsense, me. Not on here. I have a duty to my followers to know what you are, you. And also I can look in the mirror after and say, I'm glad I got that out of my system, that, because it's bothered me for nearly a year. Yeah. You know what I'm coming to, don't you? We will do. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. All right. Big shout out to Spartan Demolition. Fountain Health Group. Usually it's on top right hand corner at videos, but we don't do production videos every day. I just want to get this out. But if you see it on top, it's dentists, health stuff and all that. Get in touch. It's a guy I met through Chris Smedley, a nice guy as well. So, all right. Go on, peace out.